Ann Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
Maggie, what's the matter?
I haven't seen my father for 20 years. Tomorrow he'll be here. I've been writing him all these wonderful letters telling him how successful I am.
Your father doesn't know you work for us.
No, ma'am. I told him you work for me.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
Oh, don't be so pompous, Topper.
How am I ever going to keep him from finding out?
Cosmo, can't you think of something?
Come to think of it, Topper would make a swell butler.
You're suggesting that I, Cosmo Topper, act the role of Maggie's butler?
Is that what I'm suggesting? Why, how clever of me.
I'm not speaking to you.
Why not? Have we had a quarrel? Brilliant idea. I read a story like that once. The husband and wife posed as the butler and maid. I got the book from the rental library. Here it is. My. I owe $30 on that. They made a movie out of it, you remember? The one where I took off my shoes and somebody kicked them down the aisle. It was charming. So romantic. I saw it twice. While you were looking for my shoes.
Yes, dear, but...
Oh, it would be an exciting adventure. Maggie, how long will your father be here?
2 days.
Cosmo, surely you could be a butler for 2 days, just to help Maggie.
No, dear, no, I'm sorry. It's out of the question.
Maybe it'd be better if I just leave.
Leave? Why, you're the best cook we've ever had.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be here when my father arrives. I gotta go.
Meg!
Well, she's got to go, she's got to go.
Cosmo!
Now, don't argue with me, dear. I will not play butler for anybody.
You're absolutely right, Topper. We got along all right when Maggie was sick.
Sure. Henrietta did the cooking. Remember?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, that is my decision.
Remember her bread pudding?
Yes.
You need to keep repeating it.
Remember her bread and rice pudding?
Yes. What good are human beings if they don't help one another in a crisis? Why, that's the golden rule. Of course I'll pose as Maggie's butler for 2 days.
Oh, it's only you, Cosmo.
What do you mean? It's only me.
Is this your butler's costume? You said you were going to stop at the store and get one.
Yes, and a most humiliating experience it was. I asked them what the well-dressed butler wore, and they told me I was already wearing it.
Imagine. We've had a butler all these years and didn't even know.
Marion! I am home!
Well, if it isn't George Kirby. Or is it George III? You know, the one who went nuts? Now, what are you supposed to be?
I stopped by Crook's costume shop with Topper. This house is too large for just 2 servants. If we're going to impress somebody, we need a complete staff. I am the new footman.
Footman went out with Queen Victoria.
Never mind the palace scandal, so I'm a major domo.
More like a major catastrophe. Where's Neil?
He's our new wine steward. Costume for you, too.
Something I wouldn't be caught dead in, I'll bet.
A French maid's outfit.
What kind of French maid?
Vive la France. Real Folie Bergère stuff.
Who's playing the Folie Bergère this week? Grandma Moses?
This is the costume that Topper got for Henrietta. He must have gotten my box by mistake.
my dear. Run along and put it on.
Run along and put on.
If you ask me, you'll have to start running after you put it on.
Am I too late? Am I too late to see Maggie?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Ain't you an undertaker?
I'll announce him, Topper. Announcing His Excellency, Count de Silver.
Get out of here.
You told that stick to get out of here, and it did.
A butler always expects obedience from his staff, sir.
Papa!
Maggie! Let me take a squint at you. Why, I ain't seen you since the bear crossed the buckwheat.
How you been, Papa?
Busier than a one-eyed dog in the meat house.
Did you have any trouble finding the house, Papa?
No, I just kept picking up my feet and putting them down like a jaybird walking on the frozen ground.
He isn't talking. He's calling a square dance.
You sure got yourself a mighty fine hen roost here, honey.
Coffee, sir?
Thank you.
I'm the upstairs maid.
I'll be a little more downstairs.
Really hard girl.
How flattering. Are all the men in the Ozarks like you?
The hired girls don't think so.
Well, may I take your things, sir?
That's enough, Papa.
I only aim to be here a couple of days. But now I'm kind of inclined to settle down for a spell.
Maggie is so happy. We completely fooled her father.
We've fooled him so completely that he won't go home.
You can announce dinner now, Cosmo. The mustard greens are almost ready.
Neil's thirsty, Topper. I brought him a bottle.
Sorry.
Where did that gin come from?
It's cooking gin. You know, like Queen Sherry?
Fanny Farmer's Boston cookbook doesn't mention it.
Oh, that recipe was banned in Boston.
The mustard greens are already in the pressure cooker.
Say, are you sure you know how to work that thing?
The instructions are right here, and they're very explicit. 1 cup of water, but I prefer a cup and a half. Low flame, but anyone knows a high flame cooks faster. Pressure cook for 10 minutes. But there's obviously a typographical error. It should be 2 minutes. Or is it 20 minutes?
Come on, Neil. Let's go out and sit in the bomb shelter.
Now do go and announce dinner.
Okay, dear.
You sure done all right for yourself, Maggie. I like this place. It's real hog heaven.
If the weather's nice next week, I think I'll pop off to Paris, Papa.
Where you get all that money?
Money? I'm a singer, Papa.
Well, no accounting for taste. Back home, they said you had a voice like a pig caught under a gate. Say, there was a bottle of gin back there. Now it's gone. I don't trust that highbrow butler of yourn. If you ask me, he's as crooked as a barrel of snakes.
Dinner is served.
Thank you, Cosmo.
This stuff don't smell very strong to me.
It's 25-year-old Scotch, sir.
I'm used to the real thing, corn liquor. Guaranteed 6 days old. So that's Scotch, huh? Them foreigners has got something there. Shook my bridge work loose.
Did you get hurt?
No, I ducked.
Well, what about dinner?
It's on the ceiling.
There'll be a slight delay, madam, while we scrape up a dinner.
Is my ruled?
Take it out of their salary.
All right, let's get these mustard greens off the ceiling.
Oh, leave them there, Topper.
Yeah, it lends a nice atmosphere to the place.
Yeah, sort of like New Orleans. Spanish moss hanging from the trees.
No, but I'm starving.
Yeah, me too.
What are we supposed to do, eat our way across the ceiling?
Henrietta's doing her best.
This is her best.
Look at Neil. He's leaving home.
We've got to eat something to keep up our strength. How about some salami? Pickles.
Pickles.
Beans.
Beans?
And the salami.
I feel like a traitor to Henrietta eating behind her back.
That's the only safe place.
Maggie, no wonder it costs you so much to run this house. That butler not only drinks up all your liquor, but he's got 3 mouths. I tell you, I seen it with my own eyes. He's got 3 forks going at the same time. Maggie, that butler's got to go.
Good morning, Topper, darling.
Good morning, Ghost. Well, Marion, I'm glad your modesty has made you discard that French maid costume.
Modesty had nothing to do with it. Henrietta found it first.
Yes, and if Henrietta doesn't stop wearing that thing, we'll never get rid of Papa. By the way, where is she?
Oh, she's in the kitchen
Cooking breakfast.
with a pressure cooker.
Oh, well, let's not get panicky. The house is strong and well constructed.
Breakfast is served.
Come and get it.
Bring your own step ladders.
Cosmo, I was cooking breakfast.
All right, dear. Don't cry, don't cry. It sounded delicious. Let's go to the bank. He's whittling on my walking stick.
Cosmo, you don't have to go to the bank. I phoned the Schuyler home. I told Mrs. Schuyler to tell her husband that you were sick.
Oh, well, I'll go call him and tell him otherwise. Here.
Are you calling up to order victuals?
This is a personal call.
Hired help ain't allowed to make personal calls. It ain't fitting.
Tipper, Topper, Tipper.
We'll go upstairs and use the extension.
Very well, sir.
It's the ball all over again. It's Mr. Schuyler.
Let him in.
The lock's out of order. Topper? Mrs. Topper? Maggie? Topper?
You rang, madam?
For breakfast, we'll have corn pone, chitlins, and hominy grits.
Very well, madam.
Hello, dear. No, I'm at the Topper house. I just wanted to get one thing straight. Did you tell me that Topper was sick or that I was sick? Oh, Topper. That prune juice I had for breakfast, you sure that wasn't fermented? No, you're all right. I'm going to take a walk around the block and come in here again.
Who are you all?
You're wondering, too, huh?
Judging by them flowers, I reckon you're a gentleman friend who's been sparking my daughter.
My name is Schuyler. These flowers are for Topper.
Bringing flowers to the butler? Go around to the back door.
Butler?
People calling on the help don't come in the front door. It ain't fitting.
Look here, sir. I'm president of the bank, and Topper is my vice president.
I knew it. He's held out so much dough on my daughter, he's bought himself a bank. Go to the back door. It ain't fitting.
How dare you, Fry? Oh, Mrs. Topper. Henrietta, right?
I've had an accident.
Yes. So I see. Salon, Henrietta. Same thing happened to my wife once. Got a skirt caught in the wringer and tore it right off. I've often wondered how you got caught in such embarrassing situations. Now I know.
I'm perfectly all right, Mr. Schuyler. This is my maid's uniform.
It's all right. Let me explain. You see, for years, Maggie, our cook, has been writing letters to her father telling him how rich and successful she is. Then he suddenly turned up here. So Henrietta and I are just helping out by posing as her servants.
Oh, I see. Well, Topper, the bank's not paying you that kind of money to stay home and humor your cook. Now, I'll give you just 5 minutes to straighten this thing out. 5 minutes.
That's very well, Mr. Schuyler. Oh, excuse me. You rang, sir?
Cosmo, I've had my eye on you. There's a lot going on around here that ain't fitting. Ain't fitting. I'm giving you your notice. You're fired.
Topper, darling, I think it's time Papa went home.
We'll get rid of him for you.
No. Let me do this in my own way. But I'll appreciate your assistance.
And that's another thing. Always talking to yourself. Man, you ain't safe.
Yes, you're quite right, sir. I need a vacation in the country. The strain of city life is too much for me. The pace is too fast. I've noticed a constriction in my chest. Perhaps the city air has affected you the same way.
Not me. I'm as strong as a striped-legged mule.
George, that's our cue.
Right. We'll give Papa a little artificial respiration, Topper.
Now that you mention it, I do have kind of a twitch.
It's the lack of oxygen in the city air. Sometimes it affects the eyes. Things seem to be spinning around.
Nothing wrong with my eyesight. What's some more symptoms?
Fever. Cityitis makes you break out into a hot sweat.
I'm still dry.
But not for long.
Then the fever turns to chills.
I got it bad.
Then there's a feeling of depression, as though you were carrying a heavy weight.
Come on, Neil. Get up on his back.
I feel like I'm toting about 150 pounds. I gotta get back to the Ozarks quick.
It's the only cure. Country air.
Cosmo, do me a favor. Don't tell my daughter I come down with cityitis. Just let her think I went back because I got lonesome for the hogs.
I'll respect your wishes. Thank you, George. Thank you, Mary.
Well, I saw Papa off on the bus, and I want to thank you. You were just wonderful to help me.
There's no occasion for that uniform any longer, dear. Have Maggie burn it.
You know, I never had the nerve to wear one of those things, but ever since I've seen it on Mrs. Topper, I sort of like the idea. Where's Neil?
A John W. Lupton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Produced by John W. Lupton. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll.